Great. So one thing, just one second. Is it recorded? Yes, you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Perfect, perfect. So Sai, firstly, before we start talking more about your trading style, just take us through, what is the kind of, what do you do exactly? How do you spend your day?
Uh, uh, I work as an IT professional,
Okay.
so it's mostly. Uh, I used to work even in India. I used to work around 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, or sometimes like I used to work in UK timing. So I was able to trade in the morning
So
hours.
even while you were in India, you were trading,
I was trading in the Indian hours mostly until 2 o'clock, where the UK time starts. So I
okay.
used to work mostly in UK hours.
Okay, so you
Uh,
used to work in UK hours. Okay, got it.
Huh. So I used to get that time in between. So I used to actively trade
So
the
do you
market.
sleep?
Not at the moment when I moved to UK, but before that I used to sleep properly. But
Okay.
right now it is like bit hectic. But I think I'm okay because I'm passionate about it. I kind of wake up and
So it's
kind of
all right. So you're enjoying it as of now. So that's
yeah,
great.
yeah.
Correct, correct. So now, obviously, we have had a Zoom talk earlier as well. So
Yep.
if you can take us through your insights about what you are trading exactly, also your capital management tricks is what also will go through all of that as well. Because
Sure.
Animesh told me that you are using two different trading accounts, or I think three, I don't know how many. But yes, it's good to have it because for every different account, you have a different mindset. So that makes it easier, and
Yeah.
also what you're able to scale up, what you're not able to scale up, and things like that.
Yeah, sure. Uh, Currently, I would say I'm following multiple things.
Okay.
It's not like multiple things, but I have a fixed mindset for each one of the account. I have few things like my capital goes like whenever I get my salary, it goes some part goes into mutual funds like SIPs and all, and
Okay.
something into emergency funds and everything. Like 50,000 goes over there. The remaining part I keep it for trading. I keep adding money if I'm
Okay.
able to do that. And at the moment, I have like around five accounts, five
How do you
accounts.
remember the ID and password? That is the first thing before I ask you about trading strategy.
No, it's all saved, so I don't ideally
Okay.
remember them until unless I forget the password. So
Okay.
I
So
have
which are the brokers you're using as of now?
I have IIFL, I have Angel, I have Zerodha.
Mostly.
Around three of them are Zerodha. One is Upstock.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Perfect.
The mutual funds one is in Grow.
It's
So
in
that is,
grow.
yeah,
Okay. Okay.
that is
Any
for
particular reason why grow?
Grow is, I think it is simplified and it is easier in terms of mutual funds and
Okay.
building emergency portfolios and everything. I think it looks better. It gives
Compared
more details than Zerodha and
to that as
everything.
well. Okay.
Yeah, it's almost similar to money control copied into
That's
Grow.
into
So
all of
you'll
that.
get you'll get the entire rating comparison, everything. So I think for mutual funds and everything, I
For
think Grow.
investments, okay, it is better.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. So I mean, so if you have five trading accounts, first of all, so I mean, what is the purpose? So one is like you said for emergency, and for trading, how many accounts do you use? And do you also pledge your holdings to trade,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
is that
Only one account is pledged, which is heavy capital. Other than that, everything else is normally run at the
okay?
moment.
Okay, but if you are like even if you're actively trading options or even if futures,
Yeah, yeah,
right? Even if you're doing option selling, and since I know you manage your risk well, right? It's always better to pledge it.
yeah.
Uh,
I sometimes I kind of like maybe I if I want to remove that money out, it's anyway small amount, so I don't want
oh,
to
it's a
touch.
small amount. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Then
most of
it's not
the
an issue.
only one account which is big is it is pledged. Apart
Okay.
from then, the other small
So in
accounts
the
are
big account which is pledged, what do you do in that particular account?
it's the algo strategy.
Okay, I think yeah we had spoken about your
Yeah,
yeah your that like
yeah,
algo trading as well.
yeah,
Correct. So
yeah.
so obviously in algo trading, deploying the capital is easier compared to manually
Very
trading.
much easier because you don't have any discretion, you don't have any kind of thought process that okay, I might lose
So
this capital.
what is the third party software you're using? Quantiplan?
Quantiply only.
Yeah, because it's cheaper and good also.
Yeah, I
Compared to
kind of use multiple orders, so I had to get the topmost discounted pro something
correct.
one.
Yeah.
It's actually around 3,700 per month, but I opened an account via them, so it is currently around 1,600 is what they
Okay.
charge
600 per month is what they are charging you
for around 12 orders. So you can place like 12 orders in a day if you
in a
want.
day. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So does your algo takes into account multiple entries?
Yeah, it takes into multiple entries. The setup is pretty much simple. What happens is you enter into multiple
You
straddle,
ensure that it's a straddle throughout the day, I believe,
straddle
right?
and spangle. So if
I mean, it should
multiple
remain like a straddle and strangle throughout the day, I believe. That's why
through
you have to keep on adjust. So if there is a 1% move, you will again shift and make it a equivalent
make it
straddle or strangle.
straddle. Yeah,
Correct.
yeah,
So
that's what
yeah,
happens. So what happens is ultimately, if the market is sideways, straddle will give you money,
correct.
strangle will give you money. If the market is uptrending, then one side SLs will hit. The second time, the second side would basically cover it for you.
Okay.
If it is only like a very big M,
For example,
I
today.
today was still okay. I got like around 7K out of it because the last entry saved me. What happens is I don't exit all of them together. Some exit within the day, some exit at around
Okay.
12:15 because we know market
Correct.
stays calm until
So
12
how
o'clock.
many lots you are doing when it comes to the that part?
It again depends on the day. If it is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, it is very aggressive because we
Yeah,
know
obviously you want to take the best out of the DK as well.
best out of Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Correct.
Thursday is the most. It takes 12 entries on Thursday.
Okay.
And if it is Tuesday and Wednesday, it is around 7 to 6.
Okay.
Monday is mostly trend following, so we take around 4 entries or 5 entries. That's it.
Correct.
Friday, I'm currently Friday. I'm doing it. I'm planning to stop it because the return which it gives on Friday and the drawdown which
Obviously, and
is
the drawdowns are always bigger on Fridays.
yeah, I
Right.
don't do it in Bank Nifty on Friday. I do it in Nifty. The other
Okay.
days it is in Bank Nifty, but only on Friday it is in Nifty. But
Okay.
still, I think the drawdown is a bit high when
Is on the
compared to
higher side. Okay.
yeah.
So I mean, when we talk about algo trading, so what are the kind of returns you expect from any straddle or a strangle? That because we also have automized
Yeah,
systems,
yeah,
right? So again, one of them is inspired from It's Jagan, one of
yeah,
them,
yeah,
right? So three of them are running. One I was also like the last weekend I spent one with Saurabh Sisodia as well. So there we
okay,
were planning more on so that was a very different type of straddle and strangle which I did. So
okay,
again, it's little complicated, but yes, works well when the markets are very choppy.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So even if it's a kangaroo move, in most cases you're able to. So the hit rate over there is on the higher side, 80 to 83%.
Oh, okay. That
Yeah.
is
So the
very
hit rate
good.
is on the higher side. So
Okay.
let's see. It's just been 2 weeks that I am deploying it, but let's see
Hmm.
how that turns out to be.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, but on an average, what I expect from algos is close to 1.25, and
Uh,
then
yeah.
one per week, okay, per
It,
week.
it, It depends on the markets. On an average, on an yearly basis, what I'm thinking is it would come around 20 to 25%. Again, if the market is like during the COVID time, it
Yeah,
was exceptional.
because the premiums were very high, so it was
Yeah,
easier.
because
Yeah.
the during the COVID time, it gave 122%.
Yeah, so obviously, on any strategy would have given much better returns, whether be it straddles or strangles, it would have given crazy returns.
Yeah,
Again,
so
I
what
think,
I am currently expecting is somewhere around 20 to 25% for an year.
okay,
And my pledged return would be around
around
15%.
15%. So obviously,
So
that's
that
how
is
we get
almost
that edge.
40 to 50% returns in a year on that.
Yeah. So that's why pledging the holdings are very crucial for
Very
anybody who's doing options buying or option selling. Correct. So that was more about the algo stuff, which is little advanced. Okay, and also which requires capital on the higher side as well. And
correct. Correct.
what are you doing when it comes to your active trading?
Active trading, what I do is the remaining four accounts. One is obviously a swing account where I
Okay.
have like 4 lakhs. It started with 1 lakh and it is currently at 3.5 or 4 lakhs.
Okay. So that's like 3.5x returns.
So that is going good. Swing account is something which we generally do swings.
Okay. So on
And
swing, I mean, how many open positions do you go for like in general?
uh, what I do is I don't basically miss any of the trades if I like it. What currently I do is I enter it with a very small risk. If you see my swing portfolio, the entire console, the profit and loss, mostly the losses would be around 300, 400, because what I do is I enter with a risk of 400 to 500, although I can risk like almost 3000 on that particular entry. But what I do is I enter only with a risk of depending on the conviction. So if I have like very good conviction, its structure is very good, I enter with around 500 as a risk, initial risk. Or else I'll risk only 300 or 250 or 300, something of that sort. Post that, if there is a retracement and if there is a continuation, if it is going off like one single go, like what Indigo happened, it just went off. There was no retracement at all. So in that case, I don't do anything. I just
so can I say you enter as a day trader and then move it to swing trading, or your initial plan is swing trading?
No. I don't enter as a day trader. I see if the structure is very good and if it is breaking. I keep alerts in almost all the.
So in swing, you are doing breakout trading or reversals?
Breakout.
Okay.
Breakout. Or
can you take us through some of your swing trades? I mean, I'm not talking about the PNL, just about the charts.
Yeah, let me share my screen. It's disabled for me.
Okay, I'll just make you the co-host. Sorry. Yeah, you are now the co-host.
Okay, I hope you are able to see the screen, right?
Correct. Yes, I am able to see the screen.
Okay. So I have something like a swing watch list, which I keep adding stocks into, and I have like different alerts as well.
Correct.
So
you're using the premium version, correct?
Yeah, I use the premium version, so I use different.
Obviously, with person with 4 or 5 trading account needs a premium version now.
Yeah, definitely. So the recent one was startup hour. I did not book it yet, so it was a trendline breakout ideally.
Okay.
Don't use any of this. So what happened was over here, I entered Tata Power with around 300 as the initial risk. And when it was a retracement.
But can you tell us your stop loss in percentage?
Generally, it is around 1 to 2%, or if it is like very big, it might be somewhere most probably around 5 to 7% max.
Okay. So if it was 1 to 2% in this case, or let's say 5 or 7%, so where do you generally prefer to keep your stop loss?
In this case, my stop loss is below this candle. In this case,
so you entered at this breakout candle.
I entered first here. My stop loss was here.
Okay.
And what it was initially over here. And when there is a retracement and again a breakout, my stop loss was again. And I re-entered over here again.
So basically, usually your stop loss is not the retracement, but the nearest candle.
It again depends on the kind of
structure.
For example, the structure and what happens to the stock. Even in, if you see TCS, which is kind of very good at the moment, I entered at the W.
Also, for maintaining a watch list, you can actually also have a watch list of this thing. What do you say? I mean, you can make your watch list on Zerodha as well, because you get those 5 screens, no?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Definitely. I think I entered over here when there was a W breakout. Correct. And I don't book my profits very soon. I kind of, in swing at least, I kind of hold it. I'm currently holding around 10 stocks over here.
Okay.
This was the entire move which I captured. Even this one had a SL of W, so it was over here. It is 5%.
Okay.
But it's like the move was
getting good reward in this case as well. Okay, and your entry, so your analysis you do on a daily time frame or on a shorter time frame than that?
Generally, it is daily time frame. I don't. I don't check 1 hour or 2 hours. It's very rare that I would enter something on a 1 hour time frame.
Okay. And your entry is based on daily candle closing or something like a 15 minutes or hourly?
Mostly at 3 p.m.
Mostly at 3 p.m. Okay.
Fixed. I don't, because once you enter, you have that peace of mind.
Correct.
It's like Deepak Nitrate is one of them. I entered over here. It's still going.
Yeah.
So
So again, the swings have in the last 1 month, the swings have done wonders.
yeah, the
And
only thing
almost
which
every stock I think has given a very good
very
bottom
much,
formation.
very much. The only thing which I did was I kind of avoided this part. I never had any swings. I think there were some long-term portfolio which were running, but there was no swings from November mid to December at least, as
Okay.
per my knowledge, which I have taken. Birlasoft is one of them, which is currently running. Some reversals, I'll show you Siemens, what I did. It was a very good trade with a very small stop loss. Siemens. It was in a channel. So what I did was I entered when there is a bear trap, like there was a bear trap over
Obviously,
here.
yeah. So the support was taken out, but then again, so again, one thing which you will notice is in when we talk about trading, no, you will see the rewards are much higher on the long side rather than short side.
Correct, correct.
That is
So it
again
was
one thing which you will
very much, very much, very much.
yeah.
So
So that's why even so if you backtest any of your strategies which you may have for day trading as well, or if you backtest something like even the breakouts that we trade on the long side, they will have higher probability because the long term nature of the market is bullish.
bullish, yeah.
Right, that is something which will happen. For example, day low reversal is always going to be much higher probable than day high reversal. That is a general thing which you will observe in the markets as well.
This one was like multi-bagger for me. Devyani, I entered during Diwali time, and it's like going on and going on.
Okay, great. So you can also have a look at BEPL, BEML. It's
BML also, I have it in my watch
have it.
list.
So just have a look at it on a monthly time frame. So
Yeah,
again, in stocks, basically, I prefer more of positional trading so that I can pledge it. I mean,
I
fundamental
have
analysis is something
have
which
an alert at the top so that if it comes
correct.
again, I might
Correct.
have it.
You can have a look at it on a monthly time frame.
Yeah,
So again, if you zoom out, you will see that it's giving an insane breakout, and we can see levels of 4,000 anytime once.
yeah, definitely, definitely.
Yeah. So that's
Enter.
great. So
I've
that
already entered. It was simple. Like it kind of reversed back, but I entered somewhere at this bottom at the
okay.
reversal point.
Okay.
So the
So
SL
if you
was
see the range, so again, there is one lesson which everyone can learn is that when we talk about especially range, now range people take it as just one type, but actually the range is always of two type.
very
One
much.
is a small range and one is a wide range. And if the range is wide, we can always look for some reversals as well.
Yeah, similar.
So this is Apple.
Absolutely.
Okay. I
Okay.
think same.
I think ITC also. I am still like I had this long-term uh, trend line which it takes support from. So whenever it touches the trend line, I kind of enter. So I entered over here. I
Okay.
exited somewhere when this breakout failed. So I think most probably if ITC comes out of this, by the time the news will come that there is a demerger. So I'm assuming that would happen. So that's
Okay. So I think, and this is on a weekly time frame. So obviously,
weekly time.
it's interesting.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. So now what we will do is, okay, so that was a good insights on your swing trading portfolio. Let's now have a look at what you're doing when it comes to day trading. I think in day trading, you don't do stocks, right? You only do index.
I never touch stocks. I burnt my fingers while doing while doing.
So I think when you joined us, we had this conversation. It was pretty much clear that swing karo
Yeah,
stocks mein, intraday
yeah,
karo index mein.
very
It's
much, very
it's
much.
it's much easier because it's very easy to trade index. Now people have made it a complicated thing, but trading an
True.
index is much peaceful and easier than trading stocks. Here at least you don't have that confusion which stocks to buy or sell tomorrow.
Yeah,
यहाँ पे एक ही है.
that's right.
Correct.
But yeah, Bank Nifty, like again, one is swing account, one is the passive income account. The third one is I do positional on monthly time frame, positional strangles on monthly time frame in Nifty.
Okay.
So it kind of failed in the last month, but
Obviously, it would, because the market was very, very
I,
trendy.
I was in a 18,700 call and 16,000 something. Uh,
Okay,
so I was able to adjust it because the call side is very easy to adjust in a strangle
correct,
rather
correct.
than
Obviously,
fixed.
obviously. Yeah.
So I was able to adjust that part and came out with profit. But that is a monthly positional account. It's not very big account. I think it is somewhere around 3 lakhs is what I do.
Okay.
It comes to like I can do 4
You can
lots
you
of.
can you can actually follow pivots on daily time frame to do strangles and straddles on a monthly time frame.
Yeah,
So you
true.
can try that. It works out fabulously.
Yeah, that is something which is another account where I just keep it and I don't see it because it's a strangle and you will capture most part of it if you are right.
Yeah, correct,
So
correct.
I don't again keep it until the expiry. I exit 1 or 2 weeks before the expiry. I don't keep it
Okay,
until zero. So
okay.
I enter based on like what is the premium and if my
Got it, got
open
it. So I know the Jagan style is to only look at the premiums, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So that is something which I'm currently doing in a monthly positional account. The fourth account is only breakout account, which is our Liga or MFO.
Okay,
So it's only a breakout account where if there is a trigger, I just enter and I
okay,
just use the system. There is another account which is a very small account. It only has 1.5 lakhs. That is like my active trading account. Like whatever
okay.
stories you currently see in my
Correct,
Instagram
correct,
and everything, that
correct.
is like active account. So I don't trade with a very big account with a very big capital in that. Although the returns are very good
Obviously,
sometimes.
in active trading, so are we talking about this active trading is the breakout trading, or it's the different setups?
It is a mix of everything. I just follow price action. Sometimes, even if you see yesterday, what happened, there was a big candle. Although it was a breakout, I did not enter because it was a very big candle.
Correct,
And I just waited. Sometimes I check 15 minutes what is happening. So 15 minutes, there was this reversal which happened yesterday. Like there was
correct.
a very big wick and there was a retest. So I entered at this retest. Sorry, at this retest. Like
Okay,
in when there was a green candle, my stop loss was over here, and I kind of stayed in the trade until the end of the day. It was an
okay,
option selling. I don't do futures ideally. I only do futures if there is a breakout on the daily time frame.
okay,
Only futures if there is a breakout, like what happened today. This was a very important level which broke out today. So I entered at the day high breakout,
okay.
and I just captured whatever was possible in this trade. It was a good
Oh,
day, actually.
yeah. I have the trade update from you as well. So, so basically, again, little confused about the these two accounts which are, one is only for Liga
Breakout trade,
breakouts.
Liga and MFO.
Okay, okay,
Simple.
okay,
No question asked.
okay, okay. So what? How? Okay, and another one is your.
The active account, I have a set of rules. It's I think everyone should have a set of defined rules, like what you say, intermittent
Correct,
fasting, intermittent.
correct, correct, correct,
So I have a set of rules. I only follow those setups if I see, and I only play around the previous day high, previous day low. If
okay.
there is a reversal or a breakout, anyways, my trend
You
trading
have this
system
another account.
anyways do it. So if there is a reversal, I take it in the active account. Either it is a virgin CPR reversal or it might be like a
Okay.
previous day high reversal.
Or a green candle, red candle pullback, because that works out very well. It has a very
RCBO or
high probability.
GCBO. Yeah, RCBO or GCBO or a green flag buy or a red flag buy.
Okay.
And this I have a fixed timelines. I will only trade between 9:30 to 10:30.
Okay.
If I don't get an entry before 10:30, I will only look for an entry after 12. So even this trade which I took today, it was at 12:15. Like the
Okay.
entry was at 12:15. That is why I've entered. So I don't enter in between because if the market goes sideways, my passive account will anyways take care of it. If it
Okay.
is trending, my trend
Great.
trading account will take care of it. If
Okay.
it is a reversal, like an M pattern like this, what happened
Correct.
today,
Correct.
that
Correct.
is when it would fail.
Yeah.
But the algo somehow, I don't know how it was able to manage it out today,
Correct.
but it came out with like 2% returns on
Okay.
the
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
So
Okay. 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 Great. Great.
So I have like hedged my entire accounts into one to other. So if one thing fails, the other thing would actually give a profit.
Okay, got it.
It's like on an average, I will end up in green in one or the other accounts. Like almost in all of the accounts, on the end of the day, I will end up in green for sure. If the swing account is failing, my active account and positional account might give me profit. So it's like,
Okay.
so end of the day,
It's
I at least
a set of everything.
yeah.
Okay.
So it's like hedged. You can't ideally do it on your own if you want to trade like 5 different setups. It's very, very tough to do it. So I don't
So
prefer
again,
anyone.
also I believe that you are trying different setups on a capital which is on a
Very,
very
very, very
on
less,
on a lesser capital, I believe,
lesser
even
capital.
though the returns are on the higher side.
Yeah, yeah. And it's a very, you can't trade it with a very big capital until unless you have like mastered it, is what I feel, because it's all discretionary. Like,
Correct.
although I have set of rules that I will enter only
But
after
still,
12 o'clock.
punching an order with a bigger quantity is
Very,
not
very.
easy when you are trading multiple setups.
Yeah, because even if I see a loss of like 15,000 in my Algo account, I'll still be fine because I know what it is doing.
Correct,
But
correct.
if
You have the system in place. You know the
it's
maximum drawdown,
backtested,
maximum losing streak,
yeah,
and all of that.
yeah. Although we did backtest these things as well, but it's not like I that it would basically work like in all the times. So I think I
Backtest. I
have.
mean, you're talking about Liga and GCP, RCB, all of that.
No, I even backtested the Virgin CPR reversals
Yeah,
and
I
all.
mean all the setups. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So even the day high breakouts, if it is post 12 o'clock, how is the move is what I also back tested. So I
Okay, okay.
only
So you do day high, day low breakout only after 12.
only after 12. Any trade is after 12. I don't trade between 10:30 to 12:30, although it is very excellent breakout. Until unless it is a Liga or an MFO, I don't trade it.
Okay, okay. Got it. Okay, those were good insights. So I mean, overall, what is your comfort zone out of everything?
I think comfort zone algos, you don't need to look
Oh,
at it.
obviously, algos, we don't consider algos when I'm asking this question, because algos is something which is taken care by its own. So
Care by apart from that, I really like the breakouts, the Liga breakouts, and Liga or MFO breakouts. Both are almost same. There is a slight difference
slight
sometimes.
gap up, gap down opening difference. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. If it is gap up and gap down, I only follow MFO. I don't follow Liga.
Okay.
It's pretty much straightforward. I only follow
Correct.
Liga,
Okay.
MFO, and not Liga. So
Okay.
that's one thing. Breakout is very simple. You don't need to think much about it. There is a candle which is closing. You just enter it as per your backtested report. You know that on a 6 months time frame you will be profitable. So it's
Correct.
very
Correct.
simple. So
Correct.
that is something I don't want. I don't
So
use.
also, also this is obviously the right time, and I can ask you how you were trading before, right before we connected, because you had been in the markets for I think a very long time, I guess 1 year or something like that,
Yeah,
and you had explored various styles, right?
yeah.
So probably that can be an interesting thing for everyone to know.
Uh, yeah, I kind of like did lot of courses before as well. Even from different people. I don't want to take the names,
And
but
that's all right. Yeah.
yeah, but what happened was there was no consistency as what I feel, because uh, even now the active account, it has a very huge drawdown, because it is based on your discretion and your analysis. It's not
Correct.
like you will have it every time right, because
Correct.
I don't scalp. If I scalp, I will be right every time. So for
Okay.
example, if I take an entry over here when it is breaking and I exit over here, obviously it will be a good scalp.
Correct.
You
Huh.
kind of got like almost 200 points in this
Correct.
particular.
Correct.
But I don't scalp, so I'm not a scalper. It doesn't fit my expertise as well.
Okay.
So my thing is either go long in futures or short in futures, or use options to sell
Okay.
it. So that is my comfort zone. So I uh, so I used to do a lot of active trading, like what I'm currently doing, and
Correct.
used to be very difficult. So sticking to one system is what I feel will be better for anyone in the markets. That's what I learned from you. Even right now, which you're currently seeing, the 5 accounts, it all started with a single account. Although I the single account I started with Liga and MFO. I used to trade that for almost 2 to 3 months, and then understood that okay, any system would basically give you profit if you do it as an individual. So I
Correct.
don't mix any of the systems. I have different systems for everything. So I
Okay.
don't go and sell options in my big account, which I have passive algos running, although I
Correct.
have my capital margin over there where I can go on an expiry and then sell it, but I don't confuse
Okay.
things out over there. So I still keep it like that and keep it running so that I know the actual value, like after brokerage and everything, how
Yeah,
much
yeah,
it is.
how it's turning out to
I,
be.
my only suggestion is like stick to one setup. You will improve. You will go through that phase. Like, okay, you will also understand, okay, there are things which will work, which might work for you, which might not. And
Correct. There are going to be drawdowns and all of that. But even when we talk about specifically Liga, you won't believe, for me the drawdown of the algo is much more than the drawdown of Liga. The returns of algos are far less than
that
Liga.
is always the case. Algos are always like less returns when compared to Liga, right? Because
Correct.
you're not kind of using your brain. Like something like this move would have given them a double SL hit. The
Correct.
only thing which helped me was I kind of exited at around 12:15 or 12:25 as per the rules which I have.
Correct.
So it kind of saved this particular from this move, and it only captured this move. So I was
Correct.
able to capture. So the entry is triggered at around 1 o'clock or 1:15.
Okay.
Right at this point, the calls were
The
like
call is sold, and
the call is also the puts got exited. And at this time, the SL is very small. I can only keep it as like 15% or something,
okay.
because sometimes the market might be trending on a
Okay.
Tuesday. So the SL is like very small. So the SLs were hit, and this entire move, like I think only two entries were able to capture whatever SLs I was able to
Okay.
get in this
Great,
particular.
great. So I think got good insights about everything, and yeah, I mean it's not very plain vanilla, but again, it's a very different
It's
style.
very tough to execute it. Like you say, it is very, very easy for us to basically tell people that I am doing an algo strategy. I'll do a
Correct.
straddle in the morning 9:30, passive income and all. But I don't think so. It is very easy to execute. Anyone who is
You
doing
get
it,
tired, you get drained. You will realize,
very, very tough to
very very
execute and
tough
stick
to.
to it. Even algo, although it does all the work, it will be very good to see profit. But when you're seeing a drawdown, because the current algo which I am using, it has a drawdown of 50K. Although I did not reach it, I reached until 40K, and it kind of covered it within 2 days.
Okay.
But seeing 40K minus in your account and then again reversing back,
Yeah,
it's
it's always difficult, so even when we talk about the straddles that we do, it looks very easy when we are learning, but it rips you apart. Again, the good part about now, why I tell people to why I tell people to start with something like a Liga breakout is because there is going to be that one good trade, right, which is going to
enough for you to cover it up.
the
Yeah,
drawdown is not long in Liga. It's a very small drawdown of 2 to 3 trades, and
correct.
you are again above the water. But in algos, drawdown can go for 1 month, 1.5 month, and so
Yeah.
it can actually go. And like I have this algo which has been in a drawdown for 2 months, and it took its own time to. So it took. So basically, it went in drawdown for 2 months. It took another 1.5 month to come above the water, right? So 3.5 months of patience is what was required. I'm
Yeah.
talking about the morning status, right?
Yeah.
So three and a
Sticking
half
to
months.
like even one good thing which we also tell in our sessions is sticking to one thing is very difficult. So once you stick to one thing, you master that thing first, then you can try exploring. The one which I am currently doing right now, the 5 accounts and everything, it all started with one account is what I say.
Obviously,
And
so that's what
to stick to
and
it,
also
you
one good
understand
thing
the system.
that
That is
anybody
when
can take it is that let's say you pick one system which you want to trade systematically, religiously, right? Deploy, trade that, and if you want to experiment much, right? Deploy everything in a small account which has a small capital, or you
yeah,
can do everything on a paper trading account. Okay, I know that I learned something called a day high, day low reversal. That is not my trading psychology, but in order to learn it, I can execute it on a paper trading neo stocks platform, right?
definitely, definitely,
So
yeah.
again, these are again few things, but again, I mean, no matter how much ever we talk about it, it's very difficult for a person to accept that, okay, fine, even though there is this trade happening, I'm not going to take it because I'm this type of a trader. So that is something which is going to happen. So
Yeah, that
specifically, I
happened
think
to
it's
me
been
also
almost 9 months
initially.
from April last year until now. The
Mm.
only thing which I'm following is breakouts of the
Break.
zone, right? I
Yeah.
mean, previous day high, previous day low. And let's say if I'm not prepared for a breakout, then I look for a retracement to enter after the breakout.
Okay.
That is the only thing I've done. So my average trades have been around 7 in a month. And
Yeah,
what
that's
thing
what
I've
happened to
what
my
I've
prep trading
observed,
account.
yeah, and what I've observed is that no algo can beat the RR of this system.
Definitely.
Though I have a system in place, the
Yeah.
only problem is that I'm not in because I have to punch these trades manually. I have to look for a retracement, all of that. That is not possible
Correct.
doing. So here scaling up is a difficulty, no doubt.
Yeah, definitely. You can't scale up both the systems. So even the one which I am doing, active trading, is it's like it feels good. That is
Feels
the
good
only
actually,
part.
just trading, exploring
That
different
is the
things.
only part of it. But if I want to scale up, I will only use two accounts. One is a trend trading account or a breakout
Correct.
account where I want to capture the big moves which is
Correct.
happening
Correct.
in the market. And the second account would be a passive account, which would be straddles and strangles, where it would keep on running. If the market stays in sideways range for almost 3 months, 6 months, like it happens sometimes
It happens.
where,
So see, from the 12 months, 6 months is going to be sideways. 3 months are
yeah,
going to be very choppy. Two
very
months,
short. Yeah.
and 4 months are going to be trending either upside, downside. We don't know.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So we just need to manage those two scenarios. I don't want anyways in the choppy market. It's anyways fine.
Correct.
We will have a bit of drawdown, but the other months, if it is going
You're able to
sideways, I will
sustain it.
capture it in one account, and if it is trending, I will capture it in another account. That is more than enough to capture more than like 70 to 80% returns is what I feel.
Correct. Correct. So in those in the directional trades, because only a few because the inherent nature of directional trade is 50-55% hit rate, right?
Yeah.
Which people fail to understand because I mean you want to be a breakout trader and you still want 80% accuracy. That is not possible.
Not possible at all.
Not, I mean,
Even in
how much
this,
ever you may try, because that is
even in
actually
this
lying to
trade,
yourself.
in this trade, I kind of exited somewhere over here.
Yeah.
My PNL was around 13,000 over here, 13, 14,000, and I closed it around 9K or something. So it's
Okay.
not like you would basically hold on to your trade, although it is very good to hold on to your trades, but it is
Correct.
very difficult in live market to
Correct.
understand, okay,
Obviously.
this is discretion. Is it right to close it over here, or is it a pullback, or it might make a triple top, or like
Correct. Correct.
then
There are like 10 things
very
which comes.
yeah. So very tough to actually do discretionary trading, although it looks very fancy to basically do using like trend
To
line
draw the
breakout.
lines and all and stuff like that. But yeah, let's see, as we scale up, no, we have to make sure that we make it as much as systematic as possible, right?
Definitely.
Obviously, for example,
Although
even me,
although
I cannot.
the returns will be less, but you'll still have your piece because you won't be seeing like minus 30,000, 50,000 in your account in one day. So that is something which
Like
is
that
still
that that is
better.
there. Yeah. So that was again, we got good insights. I think
Yeah.
as far as it comes to the recording, I can now stop the recording. So I
Yeah.
believe people would have got good insights on, I mean, different way of managing a trade, right? So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stop the recording.